Are you ready?
Hey everybody, welcome to the channel, The Art of Comics. I'm your host, Andre Salazar. I am a filmmaker, comic book creator, and aficionado of the sequential art form. Today, we're going to talk about Neil Gaiman's Mr. Hero and the Pneumatic Man. And I'll just tell you right now, it's a little bit of a spoiler slash disappointment that Neil Gaiman has very little to do with this. What do you call it when you get like the title of a link is not really what you're expecting, right? It's that basically. We got kind of bamboozled. I bought this at Spiro's Comics, right, for 50 cents or a dollar, something like that. I think it was $1. And I was like, oh, cool. I've never heard of this book. Like, Neil Gaiman did this thing, and who's Techno Comics? What's that company? And like, this is kind of cool. And then I turned the page, and I'm like, oh, wait, no. The writer is James Vance. How is Neil Gaiman even involved? It's like, he came up with, like, I think the broad concept. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, I was a little disappointed by that, to be very frank. But you know what? It's a comic book, and maybe Mr. Vance is pretty awesome. So let's give him the benefit of the doubt. One of the things I like to kind of look at when I look at these kind of companies I've never heard of, and this was published in '95, is like, do I know any names here? Did anybody, come out? And I don't recognize anybody. Bob McLeod sounds familiar, but I don't recognize any of these people. Laurie Silvers, the publisher, Richard Gilliam, the director of publishing. I don't recognize any of these people. Angela Beam, none of the editors. Yeah, so either I was just out of the loop, I don't know these people, or maybe they didn't do much in comics for mainstream. If you know them or know this company, let me know. This was, like I said, 95, which I think most would say it's a little bit of like a dearth in comics, as far as what was going on in the comic book world. But let's just take a look, shall we? First off, I like this. The story is there's this alternate reality where there's this Lizard King guy, there's slaves, they're using these robots to help them move the chattel along in this hellish hell world. And then somehow we go back to like present day. So that's like alternate reality future thing. Then we're in present day with this chick who's a mime, and she's like dead on their luck. By the way, the art is okay to today's standards. It actually does remind me tiny bit of some of the art that was done for the Tomorrow Stories, the ABC Comics with Alan Moore. I can't remember the artist at the time, but some of this reminds me of some of that art from those, like Gray Shirt. Remember the Gray Shirt stories, that kind of stuff, which was like basically like the Shadow. So yeah, the mime girl and her friend kind of uncover this box. Turns out this box is gonna have there's some fun little moments here, which I can appreciate as a comic book guy, and it's using silhouettes. So they're using all the techniques, right? The no border pop out opening here, silhouettes, the duo thing, no borders. I mean, there's a lot of kind of fun techniques, but it just doesn't grab me too much. In fact, I wonder, are there two different artists? Because this stuff in the future is done, looks like it's done by someone else. It's not, though. But this style, I like this style a lot more, this stuff here, than I do in the present day. But yeah, they meet Mr. Hero, which is this kind of robot, a reboot, and I do like this. I do like this kind of this little design thing. This is kind of neat. I can appreciate that. To be very frank and to keep this video short, concise, it's just okay. I'm not really motivated. There's, I think, maybe some interesting ideas of this. She's uncovering the history of this robot and maybe try to figure out the meaning behind it. It's got some kind of connection to magic and Houdini and things like that. The guy playing golf with the little mouse. I mean, it's okay. There's some little interesting ideas, somewhat, but there she finds the helmet. Happens to find this helmet, or the headpiece to the robot she's gonna put together. Here he is. It freaks her out. It comes to life. Wasn't expecting that. Actually, wouldn't you expect that? And she knocks it off. She's freaked out. They're trying to uncover where it is. I don't know, man. I'm gonna be honest. I thought this was kind of a cool idea, like kind of Invisibles type of thing. I didn't like it. I'm gonna be honest. I know I like to talk about things I love. It does feel very 90s. Not great. I can't. Oh man, it's hard for me to say it's not good because comic books are a lot of work, and it's hard to do. And so I want to acknowledge all that, but at the same time, it's not really hitting me. The dinosaur villain's not hitting me in the future. The whole idea is not hitting me, but it's only 22 pages. Maybe I should give it some more time. Leonard Nimoy did a comic. Didn't know that. I could be totally wrong. I think part of this too is they're using computer work, so it's like they're trying to use computers, and that's kind of the whole concept of techno comics is using moving also these concepts into TV and movie, and they're talking about downloading comics and maybe downloading comics to your TV. I mean, just really interesting ideas. They're kind of playing with technology and really figuring out where the comics go next. And so that's kind of interesting just to look at, wow, in the 90s they were thinking of downloading your comics to your TV and reading them on your TV. Stuff like that was interesting. But the actual product of this story is just okay. I guess there was a game piece and a trading card back when this was probably wrapped back in you guys, those of you who don't know, back in the mid 90s, a lot of comics came pre-wrapped in a little baggie, and inside the baggie you would get a trading card or that kind of stuff. So you'd get a little extra stuff because at the time trading cards were really big too. So you had Todd McFarlane had a trading card set, and Jim Lee had a trading card set, and all the big artists had trading card sets, and then all the publishers had trading card sets. So you had a little trading card in your thing. It had made it more collector. But yeah, see, this is all cool. This is all computer done. That's kind of neat. Kind of cool. Dig that. Yeah, it is what it is. I was a bit bamboozled with the Neil Gaiman title. It is what it is. So there you go. Thanks a lot for watching. That's my takeaway. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Bye.